What am I going to read in September? Let me show you. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you my September TBR. So, the month of August was not the greatest with reading, but it is what it is. So hopefully September can kind of pick up the pace so I can get set up for October, because obviously I do a lot of horror stuff with my channel, and October is spooky season. So big plans for October, and I'm excited to get to most of these books, and we will have these linked down below if you want to check them out, take a look at some of them, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at 2,000 subs, and it'll be great if we can get to 2, and then obviously the next journey's 3. So yeah, let me show you what I'm going to read in September. Alright, so the first book up is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. So this is the Danielle thriller pick of the month. This was also in my August releases. If you have not checked out that video, check it out up here. What intrigued me with this was the blurb in the book: 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder. I mean, those kind of books always tend to kind of get me. I know Ruth Ware's got a couple. There's been another author that Danielle has picked for thrillers that kind of has like the same kind of like vibe of like a group of people meet up, something happens to one of them or has happened to one of them, and the group of friends pretty much just tries to figure out what happened. And I absolutely love the cover itself. It's a pretty cool looking cover, and I'm intrigued to get to this book. Obviously I've got a couple other ones here, but I typically always try and get to Danielle's pick of the month, and this is the one she's got for me. So there you have In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. Alright, next up is House of Secrets by Darcy Coates. So this is the sequel to House of Shadows by Darcy Coates, obviously. And so this pretty much takes place after the incident with the whole thing that happened in House of Shadows. Obviously I'm not going to spoil that. We did put that in my August wrap-up video. Whether that's going to be before this or after this, it will be up within a few days of this video, whether it's prior or after, so keep on the lookout for that. But pretty much this is the continuation for Sophie and Joseph Argenton. I don't know if I'm pronouncing their last name correctly. But if you don't remember the first one, they got married, the house had some bad stuff going on in it, and ultimately these two survive it. But the second one, I want to say, is I think whatever evil thing happened there followed them to their new location, and the same stuff might start happening. But I don't know. The blurb on the back says she'll never survive its secrets. So I'm very intrigued to get with this. Honestly, House of Shadows is my new favorite Darcy Coates book. I mean, she's written a lot of bangers, and all have been really good, and all of them have been about 4 stars or better. So I'm pretty excited to get to this one for the month of September, and hopefully I enjoy it as well. So there you have House of Secrets by Darcy Coates. Alright, the next book I'm going to read is what I kind of consider like my classic-ish pick of the month. I used to pick like a classic a month. I kind of strayed away from it, and I'm trying to get back into that run of picking a classic book. I feel like the past month or two I kind of have skipped it, but want to try and get back to it. And the one I picked is The Revenant by Michael Punk. I really don't know if I'm saying his last name correctly, and I'm sorry. So this, if you don't know what this is about pretty much what the movie was about with Leonardo DiCaprio back in 2016, 2017, I think it was. It feels like a long time ago. But pretty much what this is there's this guy, it's like the 1820s, and this guy named Hugh Glass gets like betrayed by like his tribe. I don't know if it's a tribe, but like his hunting party or something like that, and he's got to survive. And then he like comes back and like tries to kill his party, I think is what ends up being the story here. I don't know, I got to give this a read and figure it out. I also have not seen the movie, so I really don't know everything about the book. I tend to want to go into the classics like as if I kind of know them, because like it's a classic, like Great Gatsby and Mice and Men, like stuff like that. Like I know the story. The Revenant, this is one that I actually like really don't know the story 100%, and I'm pretty intrigued with getting into it. The cover itself looks really cool. You kind of get like a wintry vibe, and then there's like a little campfire going on over here. There you have The Revenant by Michael Punk. Next up is my Stephen King pick of the month, and it's Mr. Mercedes by, well, Stephen King. So this is book 1 of the Bill Hodges trilogy, book 2 being Finders Keepers, and then End of Watch. I've kind of avoided this book for the sole purpose of it's a trilogy, and the last time I went down the road of more than one book by King in a series was The Dark Tower, and that was a hell of a ride. And the other reason is I've heard from multiple sources that he doesn't really write women that well in this book, and that kind of turns me away from it a little bit, but I don't know. I'll give it a read, see how I enjoy it. I might have the same opinions. I don't know. But yeah, let me read the blurb because I don't really know a whole lot about this trilogy. In a mega-stakes, high-suspense race against time, 3 unlikely and winning heroes try to stop a crazy killer from blowing up thousands. I think a returning character in this is mentioned in If It Bleeds in one of the short stories in that one. But I'm very excited to get to this, and we'll see if I enjoy it. Who knows? But there you have Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. Alright, the next book I'm going to talk about was actually in my recent book haul. If you have not checked it out, check it out up here. But it is Michael Crichton's Prey. So I actually really want to get into this because the back makes this sound very intriguing. In the Nevada desert, an experiment has gone horribly wrong. A cloud of nanoparticles, micro-robots, has escaped from the laboratory. This cloud is self-sustaining and self-reproducing. It is intelligent and learns from experience. For all practical purposes, it is alive. It has been programmed as a predator. It is evolving swiftly, becoming more deadly with each passing hour. Every attempt to destroy it has failed, and we are the prey. I mean, it sounds like a cloud of just evilness, killing people. So, I mean, that sounds very intriguing, and I really want to get to this. He's also the author of The Andromeda Strain, which I read back in high school. I actually really like that book. I know the sequel came out, The Andromeda something, but I haven't gotten to that yet, and I really want to get to it because The Andromeda Strain was actually one of the couple books I read in high school. Sorry, high school teachers. But this sounds really intriguing, and I really want to get to it. So there you have Prey by Michael Crichton. Alright, the last book I am intending to read, at least sharing with you guys, obviously more books will be added, some I could be getting rid of, typically how it goes, is Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina. So I just read Not a Happy Family by her, gave it 5 stars. It was the Danielle pick for last month, and it was really good. Again, check it out in the August wrap-up. I actually read that when our power went out last month, and that was really fun and exciting to listen to while the power was out. But again, I don't really consider this a second Danielle pick of the month. It's more kind of I want to read Sherry Lapina, and I've read 3 of them so far, and all of them have been 4 stars or higher. All 3 of them I've read with Danielle, and I think there's 3 we haven't, and this one, and there's 2 more. But again, I like going into these blank, not really knowing anything. And that's still the intent with this one, but I read you the blurb. Maybe you don't know your neighbors as well as you thought you did. I thought I was going to say more. But still, that sounds pretty intriguing. She's kind of written the neighbor premise thing a couple times, and they've been pretty stellar. I know there's The Couple Next Door. I think that was a really good one, and it had good plot twists. But I really do think that this will, hopefully it'll be a good one. But you never know. So there you have Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina. Alright guys, so this is what I'm planning to read in September. It's very light. Again, like I said, in August was not the biggest month. I really am trying to keep it light because of what's the plans are for in the future. But I'm, excited to get to these books. I hope to get to them. There are other ones I am planning to read. And again, if you are intrigued with any of these books, we will have them linked down below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're planning to read in the month of September. And again, we're near 2,000 subs. Maybe by the time this is up, it's already happened. But I don't know. But yeah, very exciting stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.